everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Substance TV. So guys, this is another movie review on a very interesting, delicious, sweet, sumptuous movie. Guys, this movie, it's a breathtaking movie. All right. So the movie Tangled Roots, the most anticipated movie of Chinenye and Clinton Joshua, is already showing on Uchenna Bunabo's TV on YouTube. What an amazing movie. Okay, so when this movie came out, I was excited, alright, and I checked the hours of this movie. It's a 2 hours 50-minute video. I was excited when I saw that this movie is a very lengthy movie. Oh. Hey! Another thing that gave me joy was the fact that we have Chinenye and Clinton Joshua doing this. So I was just like, I cannot wait to... Okay, so I had to just relax, then watch this beautiful movie. Guys, I was taken aback. I was muffled. What kind of movie is this? Like, tell me a movie that beats Tangled Roots 2024. Guys, Uchenna Bunabo, hey, President General among the nation. Hey, this is a movie. Tangled Roots is a movie, and it is a must watch, guys. This movie must enter 20 million. 20 million. If you have seen Treasure in the Sky, alright, and you enjoyed the movie, guys, you need to go and see this one because you just have to enjoy the movie. Like, what a movie! What a movie, what a production. Uchenna Bunabo's production is a production that I respect a lot. This man doesn't give us basic movies, no. He doesn't give us basic movies. His movies are top notch, alright, and this is also a Chinenye Nnebe's production, okay? She's the producer of this movie and as well the executive producer of this movie, alright? Uchenna Bunabo is also the producer of this movie. So this is literally Chinenye's project, alright? It's a combination of Chinenye's project and Uchenna Bunabo's project. It's a beautiful movie. Emphasis on beautiful movie, guys. Okay, so guys, talking about the storyline of this movie, Tangled Roots is a very beautiful movie with a very beautiful storyline. Okay, I love how the story was told. The story was told in a very, very unique way. Okay, and I love the location at which the story was told. I love the settings. I love basically everything. Okay, I love the fact that it was shot in an agricultural environment. I love the nature. I love everything about the location. I love the choice of cast. I love the reality of the movie. The movie is 1 in a million. Guys, it is 1 in a billion. Okay, so this movie Tangled Roots talks about the gap between the rich and the poor. Okay, so we have Mrs. Agoda, played by Patricia Charles. She is the mother to Clinton Joshua, and her husband passed away a few years ago, so she was left to train her son by herself. Okay, so she and her husband ran a very big plantation, all right, where they have laborers, lots of laborers working for them in the farm, all right. So they were literally very wealthy, and the plantation was literally their source of income. Okay, it was giving them good money. So Tisa, played by Clinton Joshua, was the son of Mrs. Agoda. Okay, so he was a very well-mannered and respectful son who showed respect and love to the laborers at the farm. So he crossed paths with Celia, one of the daughter of a laborer. So he was very nice to Celia, okay, and very respectful. So these people actually got along. They became very close. He was always visiting the farm every time, even when he never paid attention to, the things concerning the farm. Just because of Celia, he started visiting the farm very often, okay? And his mom was surprised. I was like, but you do not go to the farm before. What's changed? All right. And he said he wants to be involved in the family business. Really? Okay. The mother was excited about that, not knowing that her son was already seeing somebody in the farm. Okay. So now let's talk about Celia. Celia was a very beautiful and happy child, easygoing girl. All right. Everybody in the farm loved her. The laborers loved her because of she was always happy. She was always active. Unlike her mother Cheta was a woman who was bitter. You would never see her smiling. It was as if she carried the whole country's sufferness on her head. She was always boning. She was always not smiling at all. Okay, but her daughter was the exact opposite of her. Her daughter was cheerful. Even Mrs. Aguda noticed how cheerful she was, and she was also very hardworking. All right, so that is Celia for you in this movie. So, talking about the connection that these people shared, the connection that Celia and Tiosa shared. All right, so these people grew love for each other. Okay, the love didn't just come at once. They grew the love for each other. They were always saying often they loved their company. As they were always together, they started to get to know each other better, started to bond real good, and they fell in love with each other. We saw the journey, we saw how it went, we saw how beautiful their love was, how strong their love was, okay, and it resonated with me. So, these people started seeing more often in other field, all right? People started to notice that, wow, Tiosa was always in the farm. He was always with Celia, okay? People loved them together because they were beautiful together. Okay, so the first time Celia visited Tiosa's house, she was amazed. She was marveled by such beautiful interiors, beautiful house. Okay, she had never been in such kind of house before. Okay, and she was quite skeptical about being in Tiosa's parent house because she didn't know how his mother would take it. If she would want a laborer to come to her house, okay, or if she would even accept a laborer to be friends with her son. But very fortunately, Mrs. Aguda was so sweet and nice to her. Okay, she loved the young lady. And she noticed that her son was, so interested in her. Okay, she noticed how happy her son has become all of a sudden. She now realized why her son always goes to the farm every day. So she supported her son, okay, because she really cared about her son's happiness. And she also loved her son's choice. She didn't have a problem with it. Now, the problem started when Celia's mom, Cheta, got to know that her daughter was befriending the son of their employer. Wow! It was fire. It was tough. Okay, that was when the action in this movie began. Celia's mom refused to hear anything concerning love between her daughter and Tiosa. She didn't want it at all. Okay, even when her daughter was pushing and pushing to fight for the love, Celia's mom was firm. She said, I will not allow you to be close or to be friends to that boy. Ha! Guys, it was really tough. I was like, today, not today. We don't enter movie. Show don't start. Guys, this woman was very, very strict in her decision. She told her daughter that nothing must go on between she and Tiosa, and she made sure that she scatters everything. Okay, she gave the boy warning. She went to the boy's house. She told the boy's mother to stop her son from visiting or seeing her daughter. Guys, that was the extent this woman went. All right, but Tiosa and Celia kept on fighting for their love. Okay, their bond was strong. Their love was strong. They wanted to fight. Okay, so the torture was becoming so much for Celia and Tiosa that Tiosa's mom had to speak to Tiosa and told him that, see, her mother does not approve of you. I don't know why. You need to let her go. But Tiosa refused. All right. Now, this is where the movie became very, very interesting and scary. Scary, guys. So, one fateful day when Celia and Tiosa were together in the field talking, okay, discussing because they missed each other so much, Cheta entered and was bittered. Okay, she told Tiosa and warned him again and again never to be with her daughter, that nothing on earth is going to happen between the both of them. Hey, these people were begging. She said no. All right, so this woman at that point let out the cat out of the bag. Okay, she said what has been eating her up, that has been making her this bitter all these years, that his father was supposed to marry her, that they were so in love with each other, but left her. She got pregnant and he abandoned her and later married his mother. And she said all those things in tears and pains. Celia was surprised and shocked. Tiosa was shocked. They didn't believe what they heard. Okay, so when Celia went home that night, Celia was really sorry for her mother to have, endured such pain for the longest of years. Alright, Celia understood where her mother's pain and anger were coming from. And her mother told her, now that you've heard what Tiosa's dad did to me, you must not befriend that guy. Ha! Celia began to beg her mother that please do not punish us because of your past, okay? Because it didn't work out for you and Tiosa's father does not mean our own will not work out. Okay, so she was just begging her mother not to transfer aggression on them. Okay, that anything that happened between Tiosa's father and herself. Okay, that their own love is real. And at that point, I was like, if you as a person cannot get something, and your offspring can get that thing, I think you should be happy, because what you cannot get, your offspring have gotten it, so you should be excited, okay? But I understood the woman, the torture, the pains. It's hard, okay? It is very hard and difficult to allow such kind of thing go. Guys, the torture was too much. The heartbreak was too much. Okay, so a lot of things happened, and Tiosa went back home. He was really pained. He told his mother what happened, and his mother was surprised because she was unaware of what had been going on. Okay, she didn't know that this woman was supposed to marry her husband. Because the whole thing happened that Tiosa's parents were actually wealthy, okay? That is, Tiosa's grandparents were wealthy. So they wanted their children to marry themselves, okay? That was why Mrs. Aguda married Mr. Aguda, all right? Because of generational wealth, all right? Both families were wealthy, so they wanted to collaborate together. Okay, so they basically owned the plantation. So that was what happened. But she, on the other hand, she was poor. Cheta was poor. So they didn't give their son the permission or grant their son the permission to marry her. That was what happened. Alright, so guys, going forward, Tiosa wanted to know the full gist of what happened, okay, between his father and Celia's mother. So he went to meet this elderly man who at that point knew everything. So this man explained what happened, okay, after his father couldn't marry Celia's mom and ended up marrying his own mother. And Cheta, who was pregnant for his father, lost her baby because of the bleeding, okay? So that was how Cheta lost her pregnancy for Tiosa's father, okay? So Cheta married their driver, okay? Cheta married their driver and got pregnant for him. So Celia is the daughter to the driver, all right? So guys, at that point, I was scared because I'm like, oh, these people are not siblings. But when I understood that Cheta married someone else and got pregnant for the man, my mind relaxed, okay? I was a bit relieved about that. Now I know that they are not siblings, okay? So guys, this man told Tiosa all these things. Tiosa was grateful. He's now more knowledgeable about what happened. So Celia was already battling with the whole emotional torture, okay, that she had to tell Tiosa that they need to break up, okay? The whole thing is eating her up and she's just not happy about what is going on. Tiosa was like, but I thought we said we're going to fight for our love. At that point, she said she doesn't even know where to draw strength to fight from. Okay, and he said, draw the strength from me. I am your strength. Oh boy, that place was so emotional, okay? So guys, these people literally separated, okay? Tiosa was not happy at all. Celia was not also happy because, trust me, she didn't want that to happen. She didn't just know how to go about it. So after staying apart for a few days, these people could not handle being out of each other's arms. And one fateful day, Celia spoke to her mother very, very bitterly. She was hurt, she was pained, and told her mother that, okay, you want this family to be a family of generational suffering, of generational pains, okay? Because you have been unhappy all your life, you want me to be unhappy? Okay, it's fine. That means my own child would also be unhappy. See, it's because of what you face, the emotional torture you face, you want to transfer it to me so that I'll also be in pains. The mother was touched because she noticed that her daughter was not her usual happy self again. Okay, Celia was a very vibrant and happy child, but of recent, she became very cold towards everyone and unhappy, and a lot of people noticed it. Okay, so her mother was pained with what her daughter was feeling, okay, and how her daughter has changed all of a sudden to a very bitter person. She started pondering on what had been going on lately, okay, she started pondering, thinking, and she realized that she had been too hard on her daughter. So one fateful day, when Tiosa could no longer take it, he had to storm Celia's house and told Celia that, I'm tired, okay? I have missed you so much. Let me know if you still love me, okay? That the pace is just too much for him. And he asked Celia to really confirm if what she said about the breakup was actually true. So he asked her if she still loves him. At that point, Celia was she was dumbfounded. She didn't know what to say, okay? And he was about to leave, and Celia spoke out saying that she had never for once forgotten about him, that she still loves him. My guy turned back and gave her a very big hug. Okay, so how they were hugging each other, Celia's mom came out. So these people went on their knees. They started begging the woman, please now, allow our love. Please, hey, we are tired of fighting already. Guys, these people just went on their knees and started begging this woman. The woman now said, go to your house, it's late. Tomorrow, come and see my son. Hey, my son? She was nice. These people were surprised. They looked at themselves. They were like, hey, is this your mom? Okay, the boy was excited. He said, okay, ma, and he left. So, Celia was still processing the whole thing she heard. You get? Then the mother told her that she had never seen her unhappy before, and she doesn't want to be the source or the cause of her unhappiness, that she knows that Tiosa really loves her, and she's happy to see that she has found someone who truly loves and cherishes her. At that point I said, hey, God, thank God. God is good. Okay, so this one hugged her daughter and pleaded for forgiveness. So the next day at the farm, this woman met Mrs. Agoda. Okay, she apologized and she told Mrs. Agoda that she had already let the bird out. Okay, Mrs. Agoda was excited and said, my son told me already. So they started, working together as beautiful friends. They started over again, and Mrs. Agoda promised to establish her in a business and see her daughter through school, through university. That is what Celia's husband to be what? Guys, so Mrs. Agoda invited her and her daughter for a dinner in her house, and that was how these people had a very delicious dinner, and the movie ended so beautifully. What a movie! What a super movie, guys. I would give this movie a 10/10 minus nothing, with a very big capital letter 10. If there's something like that too. This movie is superb. Thanks to the script writer of this movie, thanks to the brain behind this movie, the brain behind this beautiful storyline, the producer, the whole crew member, starting from the cinematographer to the editor to the director, the producer, and the cast. You are too much. You people are too much. You're one in a million. This is one of the best movies I have seen. Trust me. All the cast performed very, very well. The lead characters in this movie, Mrs. Cherry, Mrs. Patricia, Chinenye, and Clinton Joshua, did justice. They scattered their role, they scattered the character. They did so well. And also the laborers. They did amazingly well. Thumbs up to those people. Thumbs up to this production. It's a beautiful production that I respect a lot. Guys, if you haven't seen Tangled Roots, it is worth watching. They nailed everything. One of my best movies. Trust me, you need to watch it. Alright? So guys, thank you so very much for watching. Please, I want to know your thought about this movie. If you enjoyed this movie the way I did. Okay? So guys, please do also like, share and subscribe to Substance TV. Very importantly, okay? Those who are watching my videos without subscribing, please and please and please click on the red button to become subscribed to this channel and turn on your post notifications. When I post a video, you'll be informed. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay splendid.